You know I feel that way. I love you guys. Yeah, you can have a drink.
I think saying that your voice sounds the same in here as it sounds on here. Do we have a like a Sharpie or something? Can we get this signed out there somewhere?
Oh my God, are you okay?
Just throw a pic into her eyeball. Oh, here. Well, I was going to see if Lee, do you mind signing this real quick and we'll give it to someone in the room here?
Absolutely. I
feel like when we watch you on American Idol, you're always sort of like that shy, nice, accessible guy. But doesn't he still seem shy? Like I can tell you're not as big of a fan of talking to me as you are of singing your music. Is it easier for you to express through the music?
I think that American Idol is awesome. I support it 100% because obviously it's given me this opportunity. But definitely, how much can you get to know about somebody for, the couple minutes they're out there every week? And I think that, for me, when I was on the show, and I'm sure, people have heard me say this before, but it's the truth, I wanted it to be about my music. I didn't want to go up there and put on a front or be like, this is why I think you should vote for me or this or that. I just want it to be about strictly this and this, and that was it. So, coming off the show, people talk to me and they're like, wow, man, you're not as shy as I thought. I'm like, yeah. Now that we've had a real conversation. So it's I understand your question completely, because I've watched back maybe once, and I seriously I've not watched one episode of American Idol. I was on ever. I look back and I'm just like, it was so quick and so fast. Like it was just crazy.
Can you walk, because we're actually taping this, we're going to put this up at 1043myfm.com as well. Can you walk us through kind of what's happened since we last saw you on the final episode of Idol to where you got to this point? Like, what happens afterwards?
Yeah, like when you're done, you go, you do the whole, promo thing, which was cool. No sleep at all, but it was cool. And then you go from there to, you go on the Idol tour, which is also fun, but, in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking about is my album. I want to get my album out there and I want to record, right? And so hanging out with those guys was really fun, and I definitely made some friends from the show, but, it's all about, for me, why I did it in the first place was to have that.
So when did you get to the point where you started writing this? When were you focused on the writing?
Midway through the tour. In the beginning of the tour, I generally like to be 100% focused on whatever I'm doing, and it's really impossible for me because my mind's all over the place all the time. So for me, it's like, I was there on the tour, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay focused on the tour. I'm just going to, rest my voice, and, there I am singing the songs I'm writing on the bus after the show, and I'm just, it's like I couldn't help myself. So midway through the tour, I started, really getting into the writing and, flying to New York and LA and doing all that stuff and writing, and it was craziness. So once the tour was over, then we really went into the studio and we recorded a lot of songs, and we ended up recording like 25 plus songs, and there's a bunch out there, that I love them all, but these are the ones that I really felt.
So you get to be a part of picking the ones that land on the album.
For sure.
Finally. All right. Which is your favorite on the album? Do you have a favorite? Can you pick it? I know it's tough. It's hard. It's like saying what's your favorite kid.
Well, honestly, I will say the single "Sweet Secretly," I do love that song. I think there's a lot of people talk about why I live it up and this. To me, it was like literally I loved all the songs on the album, and it was just a matter of picking the right one truthfully for radio and for to represent the album. And I think that it's an album of kind of discovery. I think that you don't hear one song and you necessarily know the whole album. I think you really have to listen to each song and really get into the album to get it. And that's what I'm hoping happens. And so I like them all, man. But my favorite song, I'd say the most personal to me would either be a song about love, Dear Isabel, or Live It Up. Or It's Gotta Be Love.
So we got to see like the most personal.
It's Gotta Be Love is an actual true story.
I have a question.
Wait, okay, let's go to you in the middle with the question.
Hi, my name's Lori.
Hi, Lori.
I came up with you in the elevator.
Yes, you did. I remember that. You were like, can we come in here? I'm like, yeah.
Are you guys nervous that we came in the elevator with you?
No. Did it make you nervous?
Yeah. No. My question is, because we haven't heard it since the album came out, when you've been performing. Are you saving Brooklyn Bridge and Me and My Jealousy for something special, like maybe today?
Maybe right now?
See, Brooklyn Bridge is another one I really love. So I wrote that in New York. And it's just,
Good question.
I just love that chorus, I love that song a lot. I think it's more or less, for this acoustic stuff, it's really just a matter of getting the right sounds, but I'm sure, me and Lincoln are going to...
On tour?
Well, yeah, for sure. We're going to play all of them. Where's the rest of the band? I don't know. Read them. I don't know. No, they're back at home, and they're just chilling. They're getting ready to do all the stuff they're doing. It's fun.
Yolanda's got a question for you too.
We're really
really hard for me to talk. But first of all, I think I could speak for pretty much everybody in this room that your music touches us to our soul so much so that it inspires me to be a better person. And so my question...
That's really cool to hear, by the way.
Seriously, I can't even begin to tell you. My question is there like a scripture or some sort of quote or whatever that really speaks true to you that helps you kind of get through?
I'd say the ones that, the tattoo I have on my arm. I don't know if anyone even knows what that says, but...
You want to say you want to tell us?
Well, Well, it says, the first one is, you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not, which is a quote from Father and Son, Cat Stevens. The second one is, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one, which we all know. The last one is, Lord, my body's been a good friend, but I won't need one to reach them, which is from Miles from Nowhere. From Cat Stevens. So I think it's just, I just believe in just, do everything you can while you're here and, hope for the best. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Lee. Well, I know that these guys all want to see you and meet you in person and take some pictures and stuff. But thank you for coming in today. Everybody get ready. Deep breaths. Okay, I love you.